What's going on, y'all? You know what I'm here for, to drop another jewel. You can follow me on Instagram, Mr.Armani1985, or you can follow my TikTok page, Facebook page, or YouTube page under Paralegal Nation. There you'll find my hashtag, which is hashtag over 2020 trade lines. I currently have over 20 primary trade lines being reported on my credit, and I always drop an official review on these products because a lot of people on YouTube and Instagram, they just get paid off clicks and they don't really have the product. I actually have the product, will show proof, pictures, credit reports, the whole 9 yards. So today we're doing an official review of Self-Lender. When you go to their website, learn.self.inc, it's gonna look like this. So here's a copy of my credit report with Self-Lender currently being reported. This is my Experian credit report. And we're gonna break this thing down so you guys can understand what's being reported on your credit. All right, so Self-Lender, they work with multiple partners. They're considered, one of the partners is a fintech, which means financial technology. They work with multiple banks such as Lead Bank, Sunrise Bank, South State Bank, First Century Bank, and they all subject to FDIC, meaning that your money is insured. So let's go over the credit report that's going to show / report your trade line. And yes, Self-Lender does report. This is my Experian credit report. So on account name, it's going to pop up as Self-Lender / Lead Bank, which is one of the partners that they use. The next thing is account number. It's going to be a long account number, but it's only going to show a couple of digits due to identity purposes. The account type is a secured loan, but really it's an installment loan because you're making payments and it's going into a visible bank account. We'll talk about that shortly. New type. The open date, the date that has been opened by you and getting reported to the credit bureaus. The next thing is going to say open / close. Of course, when you open up this account and maintain it, it's going to be open, which that's how you get the points because it's an open account. Status, open / never late. That's the most important status that you want. You want it to be open / never late. Open because you're currently making payments or currently using it. Never late meaning that you're making your payments on time and you're following the term of the contract that Self-Lender gives you, which is 24 months. We'll go over that once we go over the credit report. Status updated. Status updated means the last time that Self-Lender / Lead Bank sent a status showing the status of your account to the credit bureaus. The balance. The balance is your overall balance. Like, for example, mine is $463 because I'm paying $25 a month for 2 years, and that's my current balance. But if they got the other options too. We'll go over the options momentarily. The balance updated. That's going to show the last date that has been updated from Self-Lender to the major credit bureaus. The original balance. The original balance is your overall balance that you're paying into. For example, mine is $520. So we'll go over that momentarily. Paid off. The paid off percentage is how much you paid into your Self-Lender account. For example, mine says 11% because I paid 11% out of the 100%. Every month it goes up. Monthly payment. Mine's is $25 a month, but they got ones that start at $25 on forward. We're gonna go over that later on in the when I talk about the product. You can start off at $25 a month, and they got they got higher than that. We'll go over it momentarily. Last payment date. The last date that they got. Who was texting me? Last payment date, meaning that that's the last time that Lead Bank / Self-Lender sent an update to the major credit bureaus. The terms, 24 months. All of their products have a 24-month term. We'll go over each one when we go after the credit report. And then responsibility is going to show as individual because this is the primary trade line that's currently being reported on your credit. It's not an authorized user. And let's say if this was a credit card and you added somebody as an authorized user, under the responsibility is going to say you are authorized user of that person's name. And then at the bottom is the address, just in case you need to get in contact with them or any disputes or anything like that. Now let's go over Self-Lender. Self-Lender is a company, and they do have an app, and I will drop a link in the description. So if you sign up, you'll get a bonus, and then you can share it. When you sign up, you can get your own link to share with your own family members and friends so they can get a bonus. So this is how Self-Lenders works. It is a company that you put money into. So let's say you get the $25 plan and your overall term is for 24 months at $25 a month. That money's going to go into an invincible bank account. and after 2 years, you get that money back. Now, this is how you take advantage of that. You take advantage of this by doing auto pay, either by debit card or your ACH checking account and routing number. The reason why that's so important is because you don't want to end up missing payments. You got payments coming out over here, payments coming out over here. You don't want it to be like that. You want auto pay. Now, that's the most important part. The second most important part is it gets reported to all 3 major credit bureaus because you're trying to build your credit. So the most important part is you want your points to go up with all 3 major credit bureaus. It's all about have your points go up so you can obtain your house, obtain your car, etc. Now, when this money goes to this invincible bank account, you can't take it out. You can cancel, but you can't take it out as you go. They do have another product where they got the secure credit card that just launched. We're not going over that particular product right now, but we're going over just the self-lender part of it, not the self-card that they have, which you can sign up for after you make 3 on-time payments, after you put $100 into this account, and you update your expenses and your income. So it's multiple criteria for that. Now, this money is FDIC insured, meaning that it's not going just anywhere. It's insured. Everything is protected. So when this money goes to this invisible bank account for these 2 years, you get all that money back minus the interest and fees. Okay, that's the most important part. Now, all of the payment plans start off at 24. I mean, they're all $24 month terms. There's not 24 or 16 or 8 or 36 like the other competitors. It's just 24 months. We'll go over the pricing momentarily, but the number one thing you should be worried about is you do have to pay the $9 maintenance fee, and then you pick your plan based on there. Number 2, they want to make sure that you are United States citizen, so they want to make sure that you have your Social Security. They want to make sure you have a valid birthday, address. Make sure that you're going to finance it by using either a debit card, or they're going to take money out of your ACH. There's no hard inquiry, so your points is not going to go down. It's just a soft inquiry just to verify your identity. Payment history makes up a large percentage of your FICO score, so it's 35%. So when you make on-time payments with self-lender, it helps your payment history, which is a big part of your FICO score. And they pride themselves on helping people maintain that 35% on your FICO score to help you build your credit. The next thing is you don't need no credit history to qualify for this. You don't need a certain credit score or a certain criteria or a certain age. They help those who has no credit, fair credit, good credit, or exceptional credit. All people is welcome. They just gonna do a simple credit check just to verify that you're over the age of 18 and you qualify to set up this particular account. They don't pride themselves on, oh, you got to have a certain credit score. All credit is welcome. Now, here's the price. They got 4 different plans. They all start off, you got to start off with the maintenance fee. The maintenance fee is $9 for all 4 of their plans. Now, this is how it works. They got, let's say, the one I got, which is the cheapest option, just in case a lot of those who can't afford it. $9 administration fee, $25 a month for 24 months. That's the base model, right? The second one is 15.92% APR, which is annual percentage rate. You can pay 24 months, $35 a month, and you still got to pay the $9 maintenance fee. Or if you go with the next option, it's 15.97% APR. It's 24 months, $9 admin fee, and $48 a month. Or you can go with this option, 15.72% APR, $150 a month for 24 months, and you still got to pay the $9 admin fee. So the $9 admin fee is how you start off. And then after every month, depending on your budget, either it's going to be $25 a month, $35 a month, $48 a month, or $150 a month. All that money that you putting into is going to go into an invincible bank account, depending on which one you pick, 25, 48, or 150, or 35. All of it's going to go into an invincible bank account. Remember, pick one that's within your budget. So if your budget is only $25 a month, pick that one. Just pay the $9, $25 a month for 24 months. You get all of that money back minus the fees and interest rate. Now, the most important thing is once you get that money back, you can either cash out 2 different ways, either a direct deposit or you can do a check. Now, within the self-lender app, you can check your credit score. They got offers, and they also have education. Now, the offers can be like anything from like insurance, credit card offers, ways to save money, ways to borrow money. etc. Also, you can check your Vantage score. It's not like an Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion. It's just an overall Vantage score where you can check your